I'm gonna talk about Mario. Why? Because yes. Ever since I was a kid, have loved the Mario games. When I was really young, I used to steal my brother's DS all the time just to try to play it, and the game that I got my hands on when I was younger was Super Mario 64, the remake. I didn't even know it was the remake until recently, but I digress. When I was younger, I got an absolute fixation on it. I would play it every time I could get the DS out of my brother's hands, and honestly, to this day, I still walked away with that cartridge and I play it literally all the time. It is so fun. Despite that, I've never actually beaten the game, which is strange because all of the levels that I have beaten, I have again completely maxed out because I'm bored. What else am I gonna do? Go read? This is a joke. Parents, do not come for me. But anyways, when I did get my hands on my second Mario game, it was Mario 3D World. And I went ham on it. I completed every single one of those games and levels until I maxed it all. Then I completely deleted it and restarted the entire thing because it was the only game I knew how to beat. I was a sad little fixated child, let me have this. Now, the original purpose of this video was for me to try to go back and complete the levels that I hadn't before because I still have my old, game slot saved where I have 127 stars. I have a lot of stars. But I still wanted to make a video about it because I really love it, and I want to share that interest. So instead, I'm gonna talk about every character that I think is underrated and deserves more love and just a kiss atop the head because they are precious. Now, keep in mind, the only information that I have about the Super Mario universe and all the character in it literally stem from the two games that I've mentioned in this video, so Super Mario 64 and Super Mario 3D World, and that's not a lot to go off of, I'm aware, so if I don't mention your favorite little guy, just tell me who you want me to, talk about next, and I will absolutely do that. But for now, we're gonna be talking about my little guys. And first up on that list is Luigi. I feel like everybody can pretty much agree at this point that Luigi is absolutely an underrated character and deserves to have the spotlight. Sure, he had Luigi's Mansion, and I've, heard about those games, but everybody being like, wow, Luigi, you did such a good job! It's everybody being like, wow, that scrub actually did something, and it's like, he deserves so much more! Sure, he's a twink, but we can all get past that, surely. It's fine, he can pull off more styles than anybody else in this entire show could. And so I believe that Luigi is extremely underrated. He's just a nervous little guy who needs his handheld and his ghostly little dog. And, props to him for being able to do most of the things that he does, because if I had his level of anxiety, I would be shaken that much too. The next character that I wanted to talk about, which is probably the most weird one, that people would be like, why do you care? That is such an annoying, terrifying thing in the game. It's probably one of the more, well, everything's dangerous in Mario, obviously, but it's definitely when I was a kid and I was first playing it. At first, I was scared crapless of this character, so, I'm honestly surprised that today I'm able to be like, yeah, no, this is a little guy, and he needs love and support, and he wants just a kiss atop the head. And that is Chain Chomp. I think Chain Chomp is the cutest little guy, and it is so sad that in all of Super Mario 64, he's always on a leash in the main parts that you see him. And I'm so happy that you're able to release him in the map, in the main map that he actually shows up in. And I don't know why, but the thought of having this big bomb, like this big spiky bomb that's supposed to be really big and dangerous, just like basically being a giant puppy, is hilariously like cute and adorable, and it's so sad that everybody like hates on him all the time, and like that he gets perceived as like scary. Like, he's honestly like the pit bull of the entire game, and it's so sad. He wants a hug. He wants you to just walk up to him and just like give him a hug. And you know what? He deserves it, because he's so cute, and it's so sad that he's just kept chained up, literally chain chomp. He's named after the fact that he has a chain. I don't know. He's by far my favorite character in all of the game. The amount of times I've gone to like an Entertain Mart or like a Walmart and walked through the video game section and saw a plushie of him and just freaked out and then had to be dragged away because, no, Marshall, you can't spend your money recklessly like that. But I want him. He's so cute. I think he's way more underrated than people give it credit for. And honestly, if he was on Mario's side, everybody would be like, hell yeah, chain chomp. Cause when he is off of his leash, if he's not following like a set pattern by the game, he's overpowered. Like a lot. People would like him a lot more if they just put him on the other side, which I know that they would never do, but at least like as far as I'm aware of, but it would still be nice. The next one I can think of is nowhere as near as important to me or as dear to my heart as the first two. In fact, I don't even know its name. However, stick with me, the weird dragon thing that made the cute noise in Mario 3D World on Bowser's levels. Like, right as you were coming from the beginning and going towards the bridge, they would typically be, like, right as you jump down. I remember specifically from one level you jump down and there's one right there and they, like, throw fireballs at you. I don't even know its name, but it's cute and it makes a cute noise. And therefore, underrated.